Hi, my name is Whit Hunter. I'm one of the founders here at BetterWorld. And today I'm excited to share with you what we've built. Hopefully it can be of use to you and to your organization. BetterWorld is an all-in-one fundraising platform, a collection of 10 different tools built to help you save time, raise more, and keep more of what you raise. With everything that we do, we focus on beautiful tools that are incredibly easy to use, that again focus on not only an amazing donor experience, whether it's a 20-year-old donor that's great with technology or an 80-year-old donor that's had a couple glasses of wine at your event. We obsess over making it easy for donors, and we obsess over making it easy for the people running these, for the people running these campaigns, because we assume that you're wearing a number of different hats, there's not enough time in the day, so how can we come alongside you and build simple tools that are powerful, really easy to use, and then support those tools with an amazing support team that is here to help and to check in on things and just to make sure that things go well. So today I'd love to give you a tour of the platform and just a demo of everything. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to us. We're here to help. But let's jump in. Okay, cool. I'm going to make this smaller. Great. This is an example organization on our platform called Demo. So it's demo.betterworld.org. It's the Demo's logo, organization name here. You'll sub all of this for your own. So one place that you can send donors, they won't see anybody else. It's just your donors can go to any campaign that you have going on off of your profile here. You don't have to use this, but it's nice if you're running multiple tools for a single event. It can link them all together so someone can buy a ticket and place a bid and make a donation all in the same place. If you're just doing an auction, just send people to the auction. But if you have multiple things going on, it's a really helpful way to organize things. So everything is interconnected on BetterWorld. And I'll start there, both for donors. So if someone buys a ticket, again, their information's already in the system when they go try to place a bid. But it's also interconnected for you, the nonprofit leader, whoever's running this campaign. You can manage everything in one place. So you can manage your auction, you can sell tickets, you can whatever you need to do. It's all on a really easy to use dashboard that again, built to save you time. So there are 10 different tools that you have access to. Unlimited everything, as many campaigns as you like, as much as you want to raise, as many donors as you want. We're here to support you, no limits on BetterWorld. The first tool we'll show off is going to be our online auction tool. This is basically a silent auction tool. It can work in person on cell phones or at home on a tablet or a computer. You can customize this background image. You can, we have a bunch of great templates here where you can make it look however you like. There's space to add a video or a welcome message, and all of the items are arranged beautifully like so. There's no app to download. You can just use whatever device that you're using, and the system will recognize it and shrink things down so that it just works. Let's take a look at one of these. Again, it's a modern layout. It's easy to navigate. Everything's built to be shared on social media. You'll have the title, the short description, where it's located, how much it's worth, kind of all the things you'd need. It'll automatically zoom for you when you mouse over. You can have up to 4 images for an item, and just a bunch of really neat features that again, make it easy for donors to go place a bid. Automatic outbid notifications by email and text message, so it keeps people engaged at an event. This is also helpful if you're running a longer event. Even if you're doing a night of, we often suggest opening up auctions like 10 days beforehand. So you can get bids in early, you can get the competition going, and often you can hit your targets for your auction before the event, before the doors even open, which is a very good feeling. All of the items are laid out beautifully. It's incredibly easy to manage. You send it out there. You can people can access this through a link, through scanning a QR code, a bunch of ways we can help there. Once the auction ends, at whatever time you set it to end, you'll click a button that says charge all cards. This will automatically charge all the cards of the winning bidders, automatically issue receipts, and then connect people with the items that they want through a fulfillment center we built that, again, built to save you time and to make it easy for donors too. A lot of functionality underneath the hood. I can touch on some of this a little bit later, but at its simplest, this is a great way to raise funds digitally, whether you're doing an online auction kind of remotely all around the world, or at a single event where a bunch of people are in a room, or both. People can bid in real time, and they can, whether they're in the room or anywhere around the world. Great. Okay. So in addition to our online silent auction tool, we actually have a live auction tool as well. So this is, you'll be at an event, or you could even do this by Zoom, and you can display these items one at a time, where an MC or an auctioneer can go through and say, do I hear $500? Do I hear $600? And bidders can raise their paddle, and all you need to do here is say bidder number 84 won this item for $500. You put that in the system, and then you go on to the next item, and you, like so, just kind of throughout the live auction. And once it's all over, you click a button. Text messages or emails will be sent to all of the winning bidders, where they can either elect to pay by credit card or settle up offline. Sometimes with live auctions, it can be larger dollar amounts, so we want to give donors the flexibility to pay with cash or check or transfer or things like that. They do have that flexibility on silent auctions, but again, with silent auctions, we default towards credit cards because chasing down 100 donors individually and try to square up payments, it's often just so much easier to click a button and say, yep, we're going to charge card, issue receipts, and so on. Okay, so similar to a live auction, we have our paddle raise tool. This, again, very a similar flow where a donor will say, I'm willing to give $500, I'm willing to give $1,000, or an MC will say, I need 20 people to make a $100 donation. People can either raise their paddles and be written down and get updated in the system. And again, names will go into the system automatically, how much they gave, and so on. And the thermometer will increase and change colors once you hit your goal. You can also add in offline donations here too. So let's say a private donor made a large pledge behind the scenes. You can add that in whenever you like throughout the event. Donors also have the ability to pledge digitally here. So this is, instead of trying to write down 40 people around the room raising their paddles, you can just direct people to use their phones and then pledge digitally, and then the same kind of checkout process as that live auction where donors get sent a text and they can settle up either just with a card on file or say, hey, you know what, that's a larger amount, I'll write you a check or something, or transfer, etc. Okay, so we saw silent auctions, we saw live auctions, we saw paddle raise. Let's go through some of our other fundraising tools. We'll jump into peer-to-peer. So we have peer-to-peer and we have a-thons, and they both work very similarly. Both allow for participants to raise funds on your behalf. So this is an example with elementary school. Let's look at Ava's profile. Ava, or realistically her parents, set up this page for her where she's able to say, this is why this matters to me. The school, or in this case Demo, is able to say, this is the larger campaign that's going on. Donors are listed here or anonymously if they so choose. Students can compete, or really groups can compete, however you like to arrange that. So there kind of can be fun prizes for this class versus that class, or that room versus this room. The only difference between this and a-thons, with peer-to-peer, people are just making it donations. With a-thons, people have the option to pledge based off of actions. So let's say I want to pledge $10 for every lap Ava runs around the track, up to a certain amount, or for every touchdown scored or home run hit. So very similar tools, but great in that donors are able to create their own pages to send out to their own community to raise funds on your behalf. Continuing on, let's take a look at our impact giving tool. So the premise of impact giving is, how can we make it easier for you to show donors the impact of their gifts? So instead of, please make a $100 donation, we can say that $100 buys a week's worth of meals, or $10 buys a blanket, or $45 plants a tree. It can be used for funded needs. You can limit the number that, hey, we need 10 of these to be purchased. Or it can also be used as a storefront. I want to sell t-shirts, I want to sell hats or pins, or even memberships or sponsorships. So this shows there are 18 t-shirts remaining. The next tool we can take a look at is our crowdfunding tool. This is a simple tool for raising larger amounts of funds for a project. Again, everything's built to be shared on social. We can set our thermometer here. We can share updates. We can link to Facebook. People can leave comments. You can reward donors for larger gift amounts, like $50 gives you a limited edition t-shirt. And again, we can show off various donors that have given recently, and so on. Unlike traditional crowdfunding, you keep all the funds that come in. It's not like the scales tip at a certain amount. Donations come in to your organizations, regardless of how much you raise on these campaigns. Next, let's take a look at our event ticketing tool. Now, there are a number of ways you can do this. I'm going to go into a sample gala because, again, many organizations will use our tools together, because if someone buys their ticket through us, their information's already in the system when they want to go place a bid or make a donation at the event. Because we want to streamline that check-in process, so we minimize those lines, have donors just focus on having fun at the event, and then an easy checkout process as well. So it's a very powerful and yet simple ticketing tool. You can have volunteer tickets, you can give discount codes, you can have couples tickets, you can assign like table seating or sponsorships. Again, a ton of functionality on the back end as well, of being able to assign guests to tables, send out optional pre-registration emails so that all guest information is there in the system, or as much as possible to, again, eliminate those door lines at events. But just a really simple tool where we can sell tickets, sponsorships, and so on, and then ask guests whatever questions that you would need of, would you like chicken or steak? Or would you like to add on something additional, like going to the after party or things like that? Next, let's take a look at our giveaways tool. So our giveaways tool is basically a way to run raffles or sweepstakes or contests or just giveaways. In this example, we're doing a giveaway for surfing in Costa Rica in a private village, which sounds pretty nice. Again, built to be shared on social. We can get as many people participating as possible. We can set limits on the number of tickets sold, or show how many tickets have been sold so far, so people kind of know their chances. People can enter digitally, so we make that easy here of, one entry for $5 or 3 for $12 or 10 for $30. Or you can actually add people in offline if you want to have someone go around and someone's going to say, hey, I'd rather write a check, or I have some cash, or all of that can be entered into the same pool. Once the campaign ends, you click a button and it fairly and automatically selects one or multiple winners. We integrate with a random number generator, so it's provably random, so they're impossible to cry foul. Just everything is provably random and fair, so that everyone knows that they genuinely have an equal chance of winning. But yeah, a really great tool for raising larger amounts as well. As an example, let's say you have a $6,000 bike and that was given to you, and you put that into an auction on BetterWorld, and maybe it goes for $12,000. That's great. It goes for twice the amount that the bike was worth. You can plug that into a giveaway, and oftentimes that can go for $60,000. Again, especially if you have a large email list, or it's just a great way to get small contributions that really add up and are just an engaging way to participate for donors. Okay, so we've covered a number of different fundraising tools that can be used at an event or just digitally, in a one-off style. There are two more that I'd like to show you. One is our simple donations tool, or standard donations. This is the easiest way to accept one-time, monthly, or annual giving. With this, you give a title, you can add a little appeal, and then you're set up to receive donations, one-time, monthly, annual. And you can also ask donors any question that you'd like. Would you like to give an honor of somebody? Or, again, we have custom questions that just allow you to gather whatever information you need easily. My cards are in here because I've already participated on the platform, so I can easily, just make a donation with a click. So we have these donation campaigns that live on BetterWorld, but we also have these donation forms. Now, donation forms, unlike a campaign that lives on BetterWorld, forms live on your site. So yourwebsite.org, we can plug in a BetterWorld donation form there and make it so that donors can give in any number of ways without ever leaving your site. I skipped ahead a little bit, but let me show you. This is a sample site we have called Southampton Animal Rescue. And it shows off a bunch of different styles of donation forms that we have. One is this linked form. And again, you don't have to remember this. We can guide you through any of this later. With this, you can plug in an image. You can customize colors, kind of do whatever you like, but it's just, it lives off your website. When somebody clicks donate, they get sent back to your website. This is an easy, low-tech way to collect donations. And built in with a bunch of neat tools like nudging donors towards recurring giving. So in this example, I'm going to give $100, and I get encouraged saying, hey, would you consider giving $40 a month instead? Again, customizable, ask donors whatever information you like, but just easy and elegant. But let's go back to South Camden. I want to show you two other styles of tools of these donation forms. One is a pop-up form where you can click a button on your website and a form will pop up. Again, you can customize all of this of, I want to do a monthly giving campaign or I want to do an annual campaign and I want it to default to $500. Pop-up campaigns, or pop-up forms rather. Or you can actually embed these forms within your site as well. So you can place this little widget wherever you like on the site. If you're tech confident, there's little one-page instructions on how to add these forms in there. If you could use some help, you can fill out a spot right on the dashboard where our team would love to guide you through it. Regardless of your level of tech savviness, we're here to help. And we work with over 100,000 organizations of widely varying degrees of tech savviness, and we're just delighted to be helpful and to make this easy for you. It's, again, one of the reasons why we invest in easy to use tools and continually improving things, but also why we invest in having an amazing support team. Because we know campaigns can be stressful and you're nervous and we want this to go well, and what if things go poorly? And having humans that are friendly and knowledgeable and helpful is just the difference in stress and making life just a little bit better as we're running these fundraising campaigns. Okay, so before we go, I wanted to show you the behind the scenes. Everything that we've been looking at here is all managed from a dashboard like this. So auctions, a bunch of different tools are nested underneath so I'm actually managing South Camden. What I want to do, see, look, a live demo. I'm going to go over to demo, and I'm going to go look at the organization that we were just looking at. I was editing the South Camden one earlier. Okay, so now we're back on the demo organization, and I can see all the campaigns that are going on. I'm going to go click into auctions, just as an example of showing you how things work here. So let's click into the sample online auction. We can see all the bids that are going on. Everything's customizable. We can set privacy, so we can see who can see it. We can set start and end date. We can do popcorn bidding. Again, there's a bunch of fun functionality here, but at its simplest, we want to get out of the way. We want to make it easy for you to upload items or do whatever you need to do to make it look really nice, to get the word out, for people to participate, and then to close the campaign, and for this to be, wow, that was easy. So just as an example, everything's drag and drop. Everything is like, you'll be surprised how easy it is. So I can click into this, hey, what's the short description? What's the long description? Let's say I want to add images to this. I can either, if I have images of the item, I can go add that from my computer, or I can go click library, and we have an image bank of millions of images. Let's go do burger, because I'm hungry. And we'll add in this one. It'll automatically crop in size. You can edit it however you like. But again, the goal is, wow, this looks awesome, looks so professional, and look how easy it was to create this. One other fun example here, we have these instant items where you can click right here on the dashboard. We partnered with a couple partners here that we trust, where they provide a number of these trips and experiences and neat items around the world that you can add to your auction at no cost with a single click. Basically, the way that it works is they offer a number of these items just kind of a wholesale or reserve price. That's kind of their business. Then you as the organization can add it to your auction, and then anything above that reserve price, you keep. So let's say the reserve price is $900 for this Tuscany experience. If it sells for $5,900, $5,000 goes straight to you. And the $900 we automatically send right to that instant item partner. So just an incredibly easy way to add exciting items to your auction as like excitement, but also just dollars raised. So all of the tools, again, can be accessed here on the dashboard. Unlimited everything on BetterWorld. There's a handy support section right here where, as you have questions, or you can see our knowledge base here, you can submit tickets, you can chat with our support team. We really hope that you'll do so. One, we love to help and to be of service. It's why we're doing what we're doing. Two, selfishly, the more questions you ask us, the more that we can understand how we can do a better job. It's why we obsess over making things easier. So if anything is confusing, or if you say, hey, I really wish BetterWorld had this feature, please reach out to us. You're doing us a favor by letting us come alongside and help. Because if we can solve this for you, we can make it easier for the thousands and tens of thousands of other organizations that are using our platform every month. Just like this is the gist of BetterWorld. So all of the tools you can manage here, donor management, everything feeds into there automatically. So it'll automatically track all donor behavior on the site. We also have an API. We can play with whatever. If you're using an existing donor management tool outside of BetterWorld, we can either connect there. We're building a bunch of direct integrations as well. You can invite as many team members as you like, run as many campaigns as you like. All of our pricing starts at free. Everything I've been showing you is the free version of BetterWorld. Basically, the free version is supported by, we prompt donors for an optional contribution on top of their winning bid or donation. You're buying a $100 ticket. Would you consider adding on an additional $10 to support our platform and our ability to keep offering these tools for free? Totally optional. If nobody does it, that's okay. We don't follow up with donors. But enough donors do that it's sustainable for us to offer these tools. For larger organizations, for organizations that prefer not to have that prompt, we have a flex plan and a partner plan. We have enterprise pricing. There are a bunch of different options that you have that remove that prompt and come with more white glove service. But 97% of groups on our platform use our free plan and use our amazing free support. So we're not trying to upsell you or anything. We just have different models for every organization that wants to use BetterWorld. There's a plan and there's an offering for you. Again, all you need to do is head to betterworld.org, click sign up. You can chat with us in the corner there. You can respond to any email that you get to get in touch with our team. We are grateful for your time and grateful that for the chance to work with you. We're working with over 100,000 groups now nationwide, and we are just incredibly excited to the opportunity to serve and support the organizations that are doing so much good in their communities. So thank you for your time today, and have a great day. Take care. Bye.